Hi, my name is Dr. Douglas Mack. I'm a pediatric allergist. I'm affiliated with the Department of Pediatrics at McMaster University here in Canada. I'm a principal investigator for the Thrive study and the vice president of the Canadian Society of Allergy and Clinical Immunology. And today I'm talking about the Thrive study. The Thrive study is the first of its kind study looking at implementing immunotherapy with epicutaneous immunotherapy in infants ages 12 months of age. The scientific rationale for why we're using the VIASKIN Peanut Patch in infants 6 to 12 months of age is because I think the way we understand peanut allergy is that it develops very early in life, but it progresses. And I think that there may be a way that we can intervene early enough to try to influence the trajectory of the disease and manage the long-term complications of the disease. So I think if we're going to do that, we learn from many different types of immunotherapies that doing it early is better. And so what we are trying to do is doing it as basically as soon as we can after diagnosis in these young infants to try to induce long-term change. I think this is a unique study because what we are trying to do is once again induce long-term change and try to get these kids to function almost like patients that never had peanut allergy to begin with. And I think this is a long study, very much like what the LEAP study did. It was a long study where it tried to prevent the development of peanut allergy in infants. But this will we start off by confirming the diagnosis for peanut allergy in these infants, and then treating them consistently with the patch, the epicutaneous patch, the VIASKIN on the back for those 3 years. Now, we know that for immunotherapy, 3 years is probably a very good amount of time to try to really teach the body, to teach it to learn this new language of tolerance. And I think that's exactly what we're trying to do. And the body does seem to take that kind of time to kind of get to that point. But at the end of that 3 years, what we expect to do is have them come in and basically try to figure out exactly how well did it work? Are these children able to eat a significant amount of peanut at the end of this, just like any other child could do? And then they're going to be able to then, over the next year, consume it more ad lib. So to the point where they are not having to wear the patch, or they're having to just take a small amount of peanut or a set amount of peanut on a semi-regular basis just to keep up with that exposure. But once again, function like a child that doesn't necessarily even have this allergy. And that's really what we're trying to do. It's intervene early, put in the work to treat for those 3 years, and then try to apply this in a way that is practical and doable for these families.